Could Messi's insights on Real Madrid spark a new era in football? What if Lionel Messi's recent interview with InfoBay Radio is the key to unlocking a new chapter in football history? Today, the football world tuned in as Messi shared his thoughts on Real Madrid, offering a rare glimpse into the mind of one of the sport's greatest players. He didn't just comment on this year's Ballon d'Or. He lauded Real Madrid's exceptional season and the explosive talent of Vinicius Jr. But the question remains, is Vinicius Jr. poised to become the next Ballon d'Or sensation? As we explore Messi's full interview, we'll uncover his take on Vinicius Jr., Real Madrid's achievements, and the thrilling prospect of a Brazilian claiming the prestigious individual award. With Real Madrid's remarkable Champions League victory and their commanding presence in the league, where stars like Vinicius and Jude Bellingham have excelled, it's time to engage in a conversation that could change how we view football legends. What are your thoughts? Do you agree with Messi's assessment? Your opinion could catalyze a fresh perspective on football's most captivating stories. In a season where Real Madrid stood as an unbreakable fortress, the spotlight shone brightest on the dazzling Vinicius Jr. Donning the iconic number 7, he danced through defenses with the grace of a samba, his every touch turning to gold. In the championship's climax, Vinicius delivered the fatal blow to Borussia Dortmund, sealing a 2-0 victory that echoed throughout football history. The whispers began to crescendo into a roar. Vinicius for Ballon d'Or. With a season that saw him weave magic on the pitch, the Brazilian maestro's odds soared above 60%, a testament to his undeniable brilliance. The Real Madrid faithful, in a chorus of adoration, crafted a melody for their golden boy, their chants a beacon calling for the award to find its home with their number 7. Vinicius, a comet streaking across the football sky, left a trail of 24 goals and 11 assists, a tally that speaks of a talent far beyond his years. His name etched atop the leaderboards for direct goal involvements and successful dribbles since the 2021-22 season, a clear sign of a star in its ascendancy. Under Carlo Ancelotti's masterful guidance, Vinicius has been sculpted into not just one of the world's elite strikers, but the season's standout performer, a player reborn, a player redefined. Vinicius and Rodrigo are like superheroes for Real Madrid. They're young, only 23, but they've already helped the team win 2 big Champions League trophies. Their coach, Carlo Ancelotti, knows how to make them even better. Rodrigo used to sit on the bench often, but he was terrific whenever he played. He scored goals that mattered. This year, he started in the biggest game, the Champions League final, showing everyone how good he is. With his quick moves and goals, Vinicius is now one of the best players out there. People think he might win the Ballon d'Or, which is a huge deal. It's like being called the king of football for that year. Ancelotti recently said, Vinicius is essential when he plays this way. At this level, with this attitude, he is the best in the world. In my opinion, Vinicius is the Ballon d'Or winner. Undoubtedly, if he maintains this regularity, he can be chosen as the best in the world. He has a lot of ability and puts a lot of intensity in the dribbles and starts. If he does this consistently during the 90 minutes, it becomes evident because there are opponents who cannot hold out in the second half. That is why we always see the coach insisting on having the Brazilian in all the important games. If there is a player who is always a starter in Ancelotti's team, that player is Vinicius. It is difficult for the Italian to take the Brazilian out before the end of the game, because he knows how important he is in the counter-attack, and his power to destroy the opponents is sensational. This season, Vinicius Jr. turned the football field into his stage, leaving defenders like Jan Couto and Joshua Kimmich in awe of his talent. When Real Madrid faced Girona, It was more than just a game, a battle to be the league's best. With his lightning speed and slick moves, Vinicius made it a tough day for Couto. He zipped past him, leading to goals with fans cheering and chanting. The match ended with a big win for Real Madrid, 4-0, and Vinicius was the show's star. Poor Couto was upset, knowing he couldn't keep up with Vinicius' magic on the pitch. And it wasn't just him. Even in the Champions League, Kimmich from Germany tried his best but couldn't catch Vinicius. One moment, Kimmich was there, and the next, he was left sitting on the grass, wondering what happened as Vinicius dashed by. With such amazing plays, everyone's saying Vinicius should win the Ballon d'Or. He's not just good, he's a football wizard. And this season, nobody could stop him. That's why fans are sure he's the best and deserves that golden trophy. Thierry Henry, a legend himself, couldn't stop talking about Vinicius Jr. all season. He was sure Vinicius should get the Ballon d'Or even before Real Madrid clinched the Champions League title. After Vinicius scored twice against Bayern Munich, Henry was praised, saying Vinicius was the top Brazilian player. He said, "In this match against Bayern Munich, Vinicius showed why he is the best Brazilian today. He is brilliant and cool in front of goal. Yesterday, Real Madrid was not at its best, but Vinicius was. He is one of the most essential players for the team, after Toni Kroos, who gave him an incredible pass. But not everyone scores a goal against one of the best goalkeepers in history. Henry knows what it takes to win the FIFA Ballon d'Or and Best Awards, and he thinks Vinicius has a real shot at it, especially with Real Madrid's success. Football unpredictable, and even if they don't win, it's not the end of the world. Take Lionel Messi, for example. With the kind of numbers Vinicius has, he'd be a shoo-in for the Ballon d'Or. But Messi is one of the all-time greats. Messi also said, "The Ballon d'Or is an award that takes into account the numbers and the context in its entirety." Jude Bellingham has an incredible context and had a great start at Real Madrid, which placed him as a favorite for the Ballon d'Or until Vinicius appeared and was essential in the qualifiers. Vinicius deserves it because he was decisive and continues doing so, but Jude is a fantastic player. There is no way to describe him in simple words. Today, the discussion about who is the best in the world is concentrated on Real Madrid. If they win the Champions League, there will be no discussion. And if there is someone who understands football and this award, it is Henry, who was a spectacular player. Although he did not win this award, he had seasons where he was close to being considered the best in the world. He never hid his admiration for Vinicius and always made it clear that, in his opinion, the Brazilian is a world-class player, although undervalued in football. That is why he always exalted what Vinicius had already done and continued to do for Real Madrid whenever he had the opportunity. Another person who also understands a lot about conquests and individual awards is the Argentine Lionel Messi, who won many personal awards when he played for Barcelona, including many Ballon d'Ors and awards for being the best player in the world. He spoke about the conquest of Real Madrid and this season's Ballon d'Or award, saying, "The best team in the world, Real Madrid, the current European champion. If we talk about results, Real Madrid is the best. If we talk about performance, Manchester City, led by Pep, is the best." And about the Ballon d'Or, he said, "I don't know who will win the Ballon d'Or this year. I don't like to talk about these issues a lot, but from what I saw about European football this year, many players stood out. It will be a good fight, and without a doubt, the great favorite is Vinicius, who will still have the Copa America to play under the command of his rival. And suppose Brazil wins this competition, which he wants to bring a lot. In that case, if there is still some discussion, we can say that it will end because Vinicius will have won all the most important titles, including those with the national team, which he has not yet managed to win. The Copa America is shaping up to be a thrilling showdown. and Vinicius Jr is stepping onto the pitch with a fire in his heart. He's all set to lead Brazil in a quest for glory, especially with Argentina holding the crown tight. The tournament, set to dazzle fans in the United States, focuses on the big three: Brazil, Argentina, and Uruguay. With Neymar out of the picture, all eyes are on Vinicius, Brazil's new hero, hungry for victory. It will fierce battle, but with his track record, Vinicius is one of contenders for both the Champions League and Copa America. As for Brazil snatching the title from Messi's Argentina, it's a tough call. Football is full of surprises, and with Vinicius in form, Brazil's chances are as bright as ever. What do you think? Is Vinicius going to be the star of the show? Can Brazil outshine Argentina this time? Share your thoughts, and don't forget to subscribe to Prestigious Sports, and leave a thumbs up if you're excited about the games.